It is Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, Sirius XM Channel 80, and ESPN2. Our man Keyshawn be here in a minute. He's Jay Williams and Freddie Coleman, and for Max Kellerman. We're going to get to the word wall involving the Eastern Conference Finals after the Boston Celtics beat the Miami Heat in Game 5 last night. We'll do it in a couple of seconds. But real quick, Ben in Nashville at 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. Jay Will, Ben in Nashville has a question for you. Ben, what is that question?
Okay. Ben, is it a Red Cup question?
I guess Ben doesn't want to ask the question now?
I guess Ben is not there.
So we'll just move on from Ben from that standpoint. We'll go back to the Boston Celtics winning Game 5 against the Miami Heat. And people can say whatever they want, Jay Will, in terms of the toughness of Miami. They ran into a wall. And it wasn't called the Boston Celtics. It was called health. And we saw it last night. Not that Tyler Hero's on the bench, but when Jimmy Butler's like that, compromised like that, where he couldn't get that lift, he was trying to impose his will, they ran into a wall. And this series, as far as I'm concerned, is over because they're not going to be able to scale that wall and find a way to push this to a Game 7 over the weekend against Boston after Friday.
Look, Freddie, it's a war of attrition, right? Both sides are injured. But when your backcourt and Max Strus and Kyle Lowry go 0 of 15 from the field, you're going to struggle to win games. When Jimmy Butler is scoring 13 points off 18 shots, you see the cumulative effect over time. And that's been the one thing that we've talked about with Miami. Now, look, I think it's different if Tyler Hero is on the court and the legs feel fresh. But, I mean, a lot of teams are battling injuries right now.
Yeah.
And I think the Boston Celtics, last night during the game, long day we had yesterday, but as we're getting into the second half, me and my friends were on this group text thread. And one of my boys is like, man, I'm trying to tell you Jaylen Brown is the one, blah, blah, blah. And my other boys tell me about how Jason Tatum is the one. And I'm like, y'all are both wrong. They're both the one together. They're collectively one. And it reminded me, January, Freddie, a bigger conversation instead of getting into the details of the game. Because I feel like we know where this is trending, right?
Yeah.
But a bigger conversation. In January, people were really trying to break these two up.
Sure.
Let me tell you some of the things people were saying in January. Ready? I wrote them down just for blanks and giggles. Here we go. There's a need for a traditional point guard. We don't have a leader on this team. Why the hell was Al Horford brought here? He's not the leader we need. Okay, I think a lack of mental toughness to fight through those adverse times. That was Ime Udoka saying that after they lost to the New York Knicks, and people were running away with that whole comment. It's an open gym. People took that, and they were annihilating not only Ime Udoka, but the way in which they played. We need to break these guys up. They're not right. Here are some of the things people were saying about Ime Udoka. Why is he using a 9-man rotation? Sometimes it looks like he has no idea what the hell he's doing on the court. Sometimes it looks like he's completely lost.
You got a hit list here.
Oh, my goodness. This is in January. What are we, 3.5 months removed from that?
Sure.
4 months removed, then all of a sudden the conversations are so different.
Sure.
So it inspired me to put together a list, Freddie, of duos that broke up a little too early.
Okay.
Duos that we say, you know what? This is insane because that's what we would have done to Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. People were ready to split these two up. So I want to take you through a little list, and I want to get your feedback on my list. You ready for this?
I'm ready. Part of Straight Talk, brought to you Straight Talk Wireless, Jay Will, Freddie Coleman, Keyshawn, Jay Will, and Max, ESPN Radio, ESPN2.
So I try to do it like Key. I gave you an arbitrary number because I like to keep you guessing. So I don't even know if I'm going to have sound on this, but I'm going to go through it.
Okay.
I didn't even know we were supposed to do this segment, but I'm doing it anyway. We'll do it live. Number 7. There you go. Nice. I know you'll be on it. You're so good.
Man, that East Stroudsburg education, Alan Yates.
Yeah, it's all over
it.
Baby.
PSAC in the house,
Call
baby.
it like you see it, Yates.
Yes, sir. East Stroud here, Mansfield here.
Here we go. I got AI and Jerry Stackhouse. Okay. I mean, Jerry Stackhouse drafted in 1996 to the 76ers. AI came in 97. That's when AI came in. He was taking so many shots. Jerry Stackhouse got angry. Essentially, it pushed the trade by the Sixers to send him to Detroit. Sorry for your Yates and Pat Costello. I know you guys are both Philadelphia 76ers fans, but it always makes me think about the backcourt that could have been. That's number 7. Right. Let's go to number 6. No music for the transition. Does not matter. Number 6, Stephon Marbury and Kevin Garnett. Okay.
In Minnesota. Yep.
Minnesota
Had the makings.
They drafted KG out of high school when he was 19 years old. The following year, they drafted Stephon Marbury, 97, at 19 years old. This dynamic duo was considered to be Stockton Malone 2.0 back in the day. Like understanding like how dynamic Stephen Curry was, it was off the chain, along with KG, who was like that new modern big man who could shoot threes from the outside, mid-range. It was different. And then in the middle of the 98 season, Marbury won it out. The rest is history, the duo that never made it.
All right.
Number five. BC and T-Mac. I mean, I played against this duo up in T-Dot. They were different, Freddie. They were different. And you talk about T-Mac was the young cousin of Vince Carter. I want that family dynamic and genes in my bloodline.
Thanksgiving weekend must have been awfully uncomfortable.
Oh my goodness. And then T-Mac, was saying it's VC's team. He's not getting the right kind of praise. Yeah. Next thing you know, T-Mac in 2000 was a free agent, won a team for himself. He left for Orlando and left Vince, and the rest is history. Number four. Yo, Penny and Shaq, man. I mean, these dudes were so different. They played together in Blue Chips with Nick Nolte. We all love that movie, which is a true depiction of what college sports actually is. Welcome to the real world, people. People get paid. And next thing you know, Shaq goes after Penny, tells Orlando, we need to get Penny. These two were incredible. Penny got better and better. There was conflict around whose team it was. Next thing you know, Shaq leaves for L.A. Once again, a duo that never was.
Okay.
Number three.
Number three.
LeBron and Kyrie.
Ooh.
I mean, come on.
Ooh.
Come on.
We had to see that coming, though.
Do you remember all the comments, Freddie, where LeBron kept referring to Kyrie as the kid?
Yeah.
The kid.
Yeah.
And obviously, us knowing a lot more about Kyrie right now, we know how complex he is. We know how much he's like a Kobe Bryant. That rubbed him the wrong way.
Right.
But with that relationship, we talk about best duos of all time now. I mean, Kyrie's one of the main reasons they win their only world championship in Cleveland because of that dagger of a shot he made down the stretch.
And then Kyrie tried to pull the same thing with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum in Boston, and that didn't end well.
That's what happens when Kyrie got his own team. Interesting how things have panned out since, but still, that's number three on my top duo list. Number two. Steph and KD, man. I mean, it's crazy that when these guys were together, how many finals they won to, how many finals they got to, KD being finals MVP, and people were chastising Kevin Durant. Oh, you go to a 73-win team. You can't do it on your own. And now we're looking back on it and be like, how come you left?
Yeah, I said the same thing when that happened.
You win chip after chip after chip after chip. You become one of the greatest teams ever assembled. They were already in that conversation with the 73 regular season win total. And now we're talking about, well, now the conversation is, I love the media sometimes, man. You left Stephen Curry for Kyrie Irving? Damn. You kill him when he's there. Now you're killing him that he's gone. But that's the world that we live in. C'est la vie. And number one on the list. You got to go Shaq Kobe, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to go Shaq Kobe.
We saw it real time implode in front of us in 2004.
I mean, the most dominant big to ever play the game. A more skilled version of Michael Jordan. Yes, I said it. A more skilled.
You said Kobe.
I didn't say better.
Version of Michael Jordan.
More skilled.
Okay.
Operative word.
All right.
Skilled.
I don't know if I agree with that, but continue.
Well, Kobe took all the details from Michael and made them slightly better. Now, I'm not saying that equated to better numbers.
No, I hear what you're saying.
I'm not saying that equated to being a better winner or where it is in the GOAT conversation because that's Michael.
Right.
But I do believe that Kobe was able to refine the skill set of Michael because of how you train moving forward.
Okay.
So
I'm not swayed, but I hear you.
Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. And then my honorable mention, I got Scottie and MJ.
Why?
And I kind of feel like I always wonder what it could have been.
Okay.
Right? If Michael never retired to play baseball. But still, they got 6, best team of all time. Yeah. Like, they're good. But you still kind of slightly wonder with those two if they could have got 1 or 2 more.
Yeah. Great list. By the way, part of Straight Talk Wireless, no contract. No compromise. Great stuff by Jay Williams. I'm not going to call him Jason.
Jay Will.
With
Jason,
his
full government name.
I'm not going to do that.
Don't let the people know too much, Freddie.
Exactly. Got to keep everything to ourselves here. Keyshawn, Jay Will, and Max on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, SiriusXM Channel 80, as well as ESPN2. And speaking of Kevin Durant, whether he likes it or not, he did this to himself when it comes to the Brooklyn Nets. We'll get to that after Jay has this from Straight Talk.